Changes to a statewide Affordable Housing Act considered by Nebraska lawmakers. That's our top story on KNEB.TV, and it starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Scott Miller. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thank you for joining us. Nebraska cities required to adopt and incorporate affordable housing action plans under the Municipal Density and Missing Middle Housing Act passed last year would be able to put them into existing comprehensive development plans under a measure getting final approval today. Before the final vote, North Platte Senator Mike Groney moved to return LB 44 to select file for an amendment to make the action plans optional for cities between 50 and 20,000 residents. Groney said the law passed last year will be overly burdensome on smaller communities such as North Platte.
The problem we have now in North Platte, we're going to have a bill. We're going to have to take manpower to do this when we're out there instead trying to build a rail park, trying to do micro-TIF, trying to entice people to come to our community. Meanwhile, our workforce in our city office is over here doing this. That is meaningless. It's meaningless. It's a plan that will draw dust in a binder sitting on a shelf.
Groney's motion failed on a 21-21 tie vote, with the change to the Housing Act approved on a vote of 40-5. Cities of 50,000 or more have to adopt action plans by January 1st, 2023, and a deadline 1 year later for cities under 50,000 residents. The Nebraska legislature has given first-round approval, meanwhile, to a measure that would create and fund an anonymous reporting system for students, parents, and school personnel, as well as community members, to report threats or concerns of possible harm. LB 322, the Nebraska Safety and Security Reporting System Act, is intended to support reporting systems that would support public and non-public K-12 school threat assessment teams, the intent of which is to reduce risk and incidents of targeted violence. Sponsor Matt Williams suggested the nearly $900,000 needed for the reporting system could come from CARES Act funding, which Baird Senator Steve Erdman said would not be a wise choice.
We're adding to the base, and then we move forward a year or two, and when the economy changes and we have no more CARES money, then we've established a base that we may not be able to fund. And a very similar thing happened in Kansas back in 08 or 09 when the recession happened. They got stimulus money and they added that to the base of education. And then when the stimulus money ran out a couple years later, then they dropped back to the funding that education had prior to the stimulus money.
Several senators also objected to the anonymous nature of the reporting system, saying unsubstantiated claims from unnamed sources could have a detrimental effect on a child and their future. The measure passed the first round of consideration on a 33-5 vote. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer has the latest on the forecast of what could be a monster winter storm over the weekend. That's right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
No matter what the groundhog says, you'll be mowing before you know it this spring. The best way to make sure you're ready for the first blades of grass is to take advantage of Sandberg Honda's Spring Tune-Up Special. From now until May 31st, schedule your lawnmower tune-up and receive free pickup and delivery in Scottsbluff and Gearing. As a bonus, schedule service by March 10th and save with the early bird special. Call Sandberg Honda at 436-2179 for details and to schedule your spring lawnmower tune-up today.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Mostly cloudy skies through the nighttime. We're going to see a few light snow showers probably here in this time frame while you're sleeping. Wake up in the morning with a little bit of light snow out there. Otherwise, all eyes are still on the weekend. Heavy precip still looks likely. Snow amounts, though, a little bit up in the air. We'll talk about it, why, here in just a moment. 39 yesterday for a high after a morning low of 22. I told you we did a good job of making up for most of that precip. 22 hundredths yesterday. That puts us right where we should be for the month of March and right where we should be for the year. Temperatures in the 40s. We got a bit warmer today. 43 in Scottsbluff. There's some 50s not too far to the east of us. North Platte, McCook, Goodland, Hayes at 53 degrees. We have 42 up in Rapid, 36 there in Chadron, 45 in Oshkosh. Ogallala checks in at 47. Winds are fairly light, a little gustier here towards the Sydney area, where we do have wind chills down into the 30s. Let's take a look at what we've got happening here on our winter storm watches. Now, the panhandle of Nebraska and this portion of northeast Colorado remains under a winter storm watch. It's been extended now until 6 a.m. Monday morning. The winter storm warning is now up in eastern portions of Wyoming and along the foothills of Colorado. We'll zoom out here a bit and show you these areas here. Colorado Springs, Denver, Fort Collins, those areas under the winter storm warning. The northeastern Colorado plains, much like the panhandle of Nebraska here, under that winter storm watch. Basically, they expect the snow to start a little earlier here. They're more confident on the heavy snow accumulations in these winter storm warning areas. And the winter storm watch starts just a touch later, not really until later on Saturday. That's why the hold up on issuing a warning there for the panhandle. 31 tomorrow, cloudy on your way to school. On the way home, about 42. Could see a couple of snow flurries. Don't want to rule those out. Forecast in our future cast tonight, you can see just a few scattered snow showers here across the region. That's really about it. Otherwise, a lot of clouds out there, and low temperatures overnight going to fall down into the 20s and 30s here across the region, mostly 20s to near 30 degrees. Now tomorrow, we start the day with a lot of clouds. We end the day with a lot of clouds as well. And then late tomorrow, you'll notice we start to see the moisture push up here into the region, getting started out in eastern Wyoming. And then towards early Saturday morning, we start to bring up some of this precip from the south. This is important, though. Notice some of this is green. What's happening is some of our forecast models are pushing a bit more rain in here, and that's knocking snowfall totals down a bit. Still a little early to tell how much is going to fall as rain and how much is snow. We certainly think all snow here in eastern Wyoming. 32 tomorrow for a high in Cheyenne, 43 in Scottsbluff, 50 in Mullen. Precip over the next 36 hours is going to be pretty light from a few of those very light snow showers, a couple of hundredths at best, and snowfall totals are going to be minimal. Nothing really to write home about. Now, let me show you why we're having a bit of issues here with this. This is the different forecast models. This is for Scottsbluff. You'll see these start early Friday morning and go through Saturday night. Most of these models consistent here, but once we get into early Saturday morning, this is where that changeover to rain and snow happens. The NAM model is trending higher, while we have the RPM model here in the middle, and the other three are clustered a little lower. That puts anywhere from less than an inch up to 9 inches of snow by the time we get to Saturday. You'll notice a trend with that in the Kimball area. Same situation. We start off mostly rain. We've got some snow coming in here Friday night, and then into early Saturday morning where that switches over to snow ultimately tells the final tale, anywhere from 0 to 1.5 to 8.9 inches of 8 or 9 inches of snow there. Torrington, very similar situation. Again, some models less than an inch, some models 4 to 6 to 8 inches of snow by Saturday night. And then Cheyenne, we are a little more confident in Cheyenne in this switch over to snow, and that's why we're seeing all these models higher, most of them in the 7 to 10 inches of snow range, one outlier there lower. So that's why it's really tough to pin down snowfall totals on this. The model's starting to come together. We still have some time. This is one of the models that we use. This is the European model, and this will catch the majority of the snow here in the region. You'll see the heaviest snow in eastern portions of Wyoming. and lighter amounts the further east you go into the Panhandle. Very similar story with the American model. Again, heavy snow here in the high country and in the adjacent foothills, lesser snow amounts as you get over into the Panhandle. And again, where that dicey line ends up ultimately is going to tell the whole story. Let's take a look at our forecast. Some snow showers late, temperatures down into the 20s tonight. For tomorrow, it's just going to be an overcast day. A few flurries or snow showers, temperatures only in the low 40s, but we'll be about 40 on Saturday. That's going to be the issue there, where that 40-degree temperature hangs out at and how quickly we fall down. We're only showing a low Saturday night of 32, so it could stay rain and snow for a longer period of time on Saturday. That will lower snowfall accumulations. It'll be all snow on Sunday, temperatures in the 30s. That's where we're going to see most of the accumulating snow, and we're going to see possible blizzard conditions. And then another system comes in late Tuesday into Wednesday, which gives us another shot at some light accumulating snow as well. All in all, a very active 7-day forecast. Lots of stuff to pay attention to. Blizzard conditions still on the table. Heavy, wet, accumulating snow, and near difficult to near impossible travel conditions, and the possibility of some power outages. So stay tuned. We will continue to keep you up to date.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Welcome back, everyone. State health officials are working with local health departments on a new statewide COVID vaccination appointment scheduling system to standardize the process across Nebraska. Lori Snyder, Chief Information Officer at the Department of Health and Human Services, said yesterday that 4 of the state's health districts have already been transitioned to the new system during the governor's pandemic response update. Snyder said that because of the process, those who have registered through their local department may get more than one email notification.
Use your situation as direction for what to do. If you get a registration confirmation and you've already been vaccinated or you've already registered, that's fine. That just tells you that the data moved, from one system to another. If you get an email saying to register, asking you to register, and you've already been vaccinated, then don't worry about that. Some of this data takes a little bit of time to flow through the systems, and you can just ignore the email in that case.
Snyder says security is built into the system as the emails are unique to each person, scheduling is secure, and the data is encrypted. Kimball City officials say despite the pending winter storm predicted to hit the area starting tomorrow, work on a power substation feeding the city will still take place. According to a release from City Clerk Annette Brower, the Western Area Power Administration is still planning to halt electricity to the city from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday to upgrade the power station feeding the community. However, Brower does say that WAPA officials said the project would be completed by the end of the day, with no outage then taking place next Monday. While the city's power plant will be operating as a backup, power to all parts of the city is not guaranteed and disruptions are likely, so businesses and residents are asked to plan accordingly. The Kimball County Transit Center will be running on generators and hosting a day shelter for the elderly and those needing operational home medical devices. The police chief in Gothenburg appears to be in hot legal water after he was arrested over the weekend for suspicion of drunk driving. Rural radio station KRVN reporting police officers were called to an accident early Sunday in which one vehicle struck another that was parked. As officers investigated the accident, Dawson County Sheriff's deputies were called in and found the odor of alcohol coming from 60-year-old Randy Olson, the Gothenburg police chief. Following a breath test at the Lexington Police Department, Olson was booked into the Dawson County Jail and later released after posting bond. No formal charges had been filed as of Tuesday afternoon in Dawson County Court, while the case is under review. We'll have more news on KNEB.TV in just a moment.
Orthopedics is key to managing and treating bone and joint pain, which most of us experience in our lifetime. Morrill County Community Hospital and their clinics are here to help. Mikhail Taylor, MD, is now welcoming new patients from hand surgery, sports medicine, and fractures and injuries. Mikhail Taylor is specialized in upper and lower extremities, and with her expertise, you're assured the highest quality health care service possible. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska, exceptional care right here at home.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Schuler Red Angus's 39th annual production bull sale on March 25th is offering 130 registered Red Angus bulls born, raised, and performance tested on the ranch, utilizing large, equal opportunity contemporary groups. Don't miss out on 35 Schuler Red composites that are built for improved fertility, longevity, and yield. As cow-calf producers, breeding, developing, and managing the herd will always have their customer and their bottom dollar in mind. For more information, call 308-262-0306 or visit their website at SchulerRedAngus.com.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, the Downtown Scottsbluff Association and Bands on Broadway Committee have announced the first annual Cinco de Mayo celebration event that will be held in downtown Scottsbluff this year. The May 5th event will take place at the 18th Street Downtown Plaza from 5 to 8 p.m. and is being held in conjunction with the other Cinco de Mayo events in the area. Included will be a car show, live bands, food trucks, and the Los Guadalapanos dancers. There will also be a taco contest. The winner of the Best of the West Taco Throwdown will get bragging rights and a traveling trophy for a year. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you here next time.